Welcome to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. This is your go-to source for practical advice and support while you go through the divorce process. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll cover a variety of topics such as child custody, property division, and self-care. Together, we'll explore emotional, financial, and legal aspects of divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here's your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst Professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Hello and welcome back to Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, Financial Advisor and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst Professional. And today's topic is really a question that weighs heavily on many divorcing couples, and that's who gets to keep the family home. Now, this is really going to be an emotional and a financial decision, so we're going to break it down. Now, the family home is more than bricks and mortar. It's not, it's even more than an address. It's a symbol of memories, security, and a place where children have grown up. Deciding its fate during a divorce can be complex. So we want to consider our options, and here's a few things we got to keep in mind. One, selling the house. This could be the most straightforward option, especially if you're both ready to move on. The proceeds can then be divided accordingly to your state's property division laws. Or one spouse buys out the other. If one spouse wants to keep the house, they can negotiate a buyout with the other. And this might involve a cash payment or a transfer of assets or a revision of other aspects of the settlement. There's also co-owning until the children are grown. So if you have young children, some couples choose to co-own the house until they reach a certain age. This allows for stability for the kids, but requires clear communication and financial planning. There's really no one-size-fits-all answer, and several factors can influence who keeps the house. And it could come down to just a financial situation. Can either spouse afford the mortgage and upkeep independently? Child custody arrangements, if children will have primary residence with one parent, keeping the house might be beneficial. There's also emotional attachment. Understanding each person's, emotional connection to the property really can facilitate a solution. And then there's state property division laws. So community property states versus equitable distribution states will have different guidelines that you will need to research. Now, a lawyer specializing in divorce can guide you through the legal aspects of keeping or selling the family home. And then a financial advisor can analyze your financial situation to help determine the best option based on affordability and long-term goals. The goal here is to have a team of people on your divorce team that really are just looking out for you and just feeding you information so you can make good decisions for yourself. Now, communication is always key all throughout this process. And, even during this challenging time of getting a divorce, open communication with your spouse is crucial. Discuss your individual needs, priorities, and long-term plans for the house. Honesty and a willingness to compromise can lead to a more amicable solution. But just remember, there is no perfect answer. The decision about the family home is rarely easy. Consider all the factors, explore your options, and seek professional guidance if needed. Ultimately, the goal to reach a solution that is fair, financially viable, and minimizes emotional strain on everyone involved. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties, Destination Divorce. Should you have any questions on today's topic, drop me a question on the comments there, or reach out to me. My information's all over. Divorce is not the end of your story. It is the start of your next great chapter. Take care.